Good morning, guys. What's up? What's up? Yeah, Miss Daisy came to me this morning, guys. She says, we got problems. I said, what's the problem? She said, well, you know, your lifestyle. I said, lifestyle? I mean, my lifestyle doesn't get any, better than this. She said, yeah. Well, with this crazy man we got running the country right now, with gas prices going up and your steak price, you like how you like your ribeye. Yeah. She said, well, that stuff's getting crazy price now, and gas prices are getting crazy. She said, any chance of you getting your crew back? I said, getting my crew back? Yeah, get back on the pipeline. You were making good money on that pipeline. Yeah, well, that was 10 years ago. She said, well, you might want to make a few phone calls. You think you can get back on the pipeline? I said, yeah, I just got to pick up the telephone, but man, is it that bad? She said, it's getting that bad. It's getting that bad. I said, I haven't seen them people for 10 years. I've been retired for 10 years. She says, hell, you might want to rethink it because you might be going from ribeye to bologna. I said, I'll eat bologna, but I said, I don't really care for bologna that much. She said, well, you need to rethink it. See if you can get that old crew back. She said, what about that, you had that lesbian girl that was running your track hoe. I said, yeah. Was she any good? I said, what do you mean, good at what? She said, was she a good hoe operator? And I said, yeah, she was a good hoe operator. Well, you might want to give her a call and see if you can get her back, because I'm sure that she was a good hoe operator. Huh? She said, yeah. And then she had a smirky smile on her face, and she says, you didn't get what I just said, did you? I said, you want to say it again? She said, you told me once that she was a good hoe operator. I said, yeah, I did. And then Miss Daisy gets this smirky smile on her face and just shakes her head and walks off. She says, I'm just busting your balls, Steve-O. I'll keep buying your ribeyes. Okay, guys, what we have to do today is make the perfect 5-frame nuke setup, okay? And to do that, we need the perfect box. See, here's the perfect box right here. Yes, this is called Florida Perfect right here. Okay, all made out of pallet wood. Here's your lid, made out of pallet wood. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? All right, what we're going to do is go around here to make the perfect 5-frame nuke. You got to have the perfect box. Then you got to have the mother colony needs to be perfect as we can get. So I'm going to go through this whole yard here and find the perfect mother colony to start robbing some stuff out of. So we're going to get, I'll show you the perfect setup for this whole deal right here in a few minutes. Stand by. Alrighty, guys, here's our first frame we're going to put in. It's got honey, it's got quite a bit of brood. There's no eggs to speak of. We're going to get, this is our first one going. Okay, guys, I got a nice honey pollen frame here, a little bit of brood on it. I'm going to take 3 frames. I don't have my egg frame yet. I've got a nice one with seal brood, lots of brood, and we have this with plenty of pollen in here and a lot of honey on this side, so we're getting close. Alrighty, guys, I got my 3rd frame. That's all we're going to use, 3 frames to make up a 5. Got a lot of sealed brood here, got some eggs in here. Here's our box. All right, we got plenty of pollen in there. We got 2 frames, 1 solid brood, sealed. We got a pollen frame in there, and we got an egg frame in there. That's all we need. The other thing we need here is a date. And we want to check this hive. Today's 7/6/66. We want to check on 7/6. No earlier. No earlier than 7/6, guys. Do not get in this hive until 7/6. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. Let's see if we can make up another one. Yeah, okay, guys, there's my black Oprah queen. She's back up, fattened up again. She's laying really good. Yeah, that's my fat Oprah queen right there, guys. So I'm going to put her back in the hive. I robbed from her about 2 weeks ago, and apparently I robbed quite a bit of nurses from her, and she slowed right down to nothing. Actually shrunk back up. Now she's filling back up again. She's laying eggs, so I'm just leave her alone. She's got tons of elbow room in here. I'm going to keep pouring the food to them so that she's non-stop. She's non-stop. We don't want to lose her, and I thought I did, but I didn't. So don't get too crazy on stealing good stuff from her. I cranked up a couple more hives from her. So yeah, we'll let her keep rocking and rolling. I've got quite a few more here to check. I've started one here. I've started another one. Hopefully I'll have 2. I only did 1 yesterday and took that other yard. We got 1 here. I only need, I got an egg frame in here, and I've got another seal brood frame. Now I just need some pollen to go in here, so let's keep hunting for that. Alrighty guys, I got a nice pollen frame here. That's going to be the last one to complete this nuc. What we'll do is we'll put the most pollen toward the egg cluster. Yep, toward the egg cluster, and then all we need to do to finish this nuc out is drop in a frame here, drop in a frame here, center them up, drop a lid on it. Ready to go. I got to put this back together. I might be able to squeeze a third one out. I'm going to go through these over here. More the merrier, guys. Okay, guys. Opened this last one up. Guess what I got in there? Killer bees, buddy. Killer bees. Steve-O's kind of glad he put his suit on. Look at him. They're just hammering everything on there. They can't even get through. These are 7mm plastic gloves, guys. and they'll find a spot in there and just nail me. I probably got 10 stings in your hands. I can take a lot of hits in the hand, but they're poking right through. Like, see right there between that last one? That thing's buried in my knuckle right there. Yeah, these girls here, I mean, I wouldn't care if this is the kind of bees I used to raise in the 80s, guys. I mean, they were just flat out vicious, because I would constantly inbreed. And I started getting some Homer Parks queens in and started phasing out my mean nasty Nancy's. But this is a definitely nasty Nancy here. And I'm not going to change her out today. I got to get some more queens up, some nice gentle queens. As soon as I do, I'm diving in here. I'm finding this wicked witch, and I will terminate her. I will wait 5 or 6 days and then go back in and terminate all those cells in there, because they're going to reproduce that nasty Nancy ASAP. Okay, so you can see how they're attacking the camera. They don't like anything black, and here all along I thought black was beautiful. Anyway, yeah, so I've got to change this queen out. She's ugly. I've got 2. All I made up today was 2. I've got them in the shade here. I've got to, I'll show you how I disc queen the lids down for transport while I'm at it here. Yeah, guys, back in the 80s, I really didn't care. I was making honey, and I was inbreeding bees because I was doing walkaways. And anything that made a lot of honey. This thing, guys, is making a ton of honey. All right, it's making a lot of bees. The only problem is they're vicious, and we can't have this in today's operation. Now, if you were in Arizona or you were Steve-O back in the 80s, you didn't care because you're just running and gunning. Okay, from each site. I did four drops a year. And honey was the name of the game back then, but nowadays it's bees, and I don't want a bunch of vicious bees. I mean, what hobbyist wants to get into this and get eaten alive? Okay, they don't. All right, so we have to be vigilant, and you'll be vigilant, all right, just as soon as you crack a hive like this with an attitude. They're all in my state, these hot bees. That's why we constantly got to keep breeding calm bees, and that's why I'm always testing, you know, different ones. I couldn't get any cells from Matthew. He was 100 short on his operation. He's a commercial guy to the north here. Anyway, he said he's going to try. He's going to graft next week to try to help me out. The graft I did the other day failed because I went and dropped that stupid bar down in there, and they all dumped. So that I went in 2 days later to see if there was any acceptance. Now they were clean, spit shine, and polished to the point where I could set them back over here on the shelf and graft right back into them again, because they were already spit shine and polished, which did absolutely nothing for me. Now on 615, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 2-framers, and some of these I looked through the feeder holes, and man, they're looking good. So 615, what is that, next week? We can play peekaboo on these to see what we got, and then we can go ahead and everything looks good. If we screen right, we'll convert them over into 5s and haul to my other site. And we'll leave maybe 1 here or maybe 2 on stands here to collect all these field bees. If we do this in midday, see, we can leave 1 hive looking this way and 1 hive looking that way. Load the rest on the truck, boogie on out of here, and all this field force will come in and go, "What happened, bro?" And they'll say, "Oh, the ones that were coming in from this angle, see, they'll flood into that colony. The one that's over there looking south, they'll flood into that one." So you won't lose any bees. This field force will come right in, and they're carrying a payload. These bees will let them right on in. Where you won't get let in is when you get some of these guys trying to sneak over here and steal some stuff. Then you got a fight going on. Let me show you what I'm going to do here to transport these bees to my next site. Okay guys, all I do to transport these things is, I did this with my commercial lids too. They were just cut, I was running 10 frame equipment. You can see here, this one's ready to go. I've got a towel in here. That's oregano, by the way, and vegetable oil on that towel. I leave a tag in loose like this. And in Florida here, we can just have floating lids. We don't need interlocking or telescopic. That's all up north stuff. That's what they do up north. We don't do that here. So you're just going to take a T50 and you're going to pop it right there. And then I keep this on the bottom. This coming off the roll. Keep this on the bottom. And now I just go around about 4 times. And see what you do. You want to pull out some here, like so, and take your hive tool and cut it, and then smear it down like so. Tap it down. Now you're ready for transport. I suggest you transport it this way instead of this way, because you're hitting the brakes and it's one flop, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop. We don't want that flip, flop, no. So yeah. So this guy here is ready for transport. Here's our next one. Sorry, we dropped you. Here's our next one. See a nice load of bees in there. We're gonna have a really nice fat nuc here. It's gonna be Steve-O's Build Back Better program. I need to get a towel in here. I'll be right back. On these blue towels, I just use for a 5. Here's a full sheet. Let's tear that in half. And I put it toward the back of the hive. The front's over here. So that way, as they shred it, they're going to take it across all those and out the front door, okay? Yeah, so again, all we're going to do here is, I like to just pinch it here a little bit. Nail it in. Keep this on the bottom. This holds it so nice for you guys. You don't have to fight it. You guys can get this stuff. You guys can get this stuff at a office supply store. You can get this stuff at an office supply store or Lowe's. Home Depot, I think's got it. And so what we're going to do is write 7.6 on here. Check 7.6. And that's 1 month from today. Do not go in any earlier. Don't forget now, here's a good one, guys. I lost 50 colonies one time doing this. 50 colonies I lost. Just like this. Beauties, all ready to go. 5 framers. Down in Ponagora, I had 2 locations about 4 miles apart. And I had 2 guys brain fart on this one. I had 6 guys in the crew. A couple left when they hauled us back to the house. They were chewed up by bees. They didn't like it no more. They didn't want to play with Steve-O no more. So I had the other 2 guys hauled to my other site, and I told them, make sure when you get to the other site, open these screens up. Okay, boss, no problem, boss. Yeah, no problem, boss, man. Well, guess what? I was gone for a whole month. I came back and I had 50 colonies dead. They couldn't get out. They were dead. Yeah. The boys decided to stop because they were hot, sweaty. Instead of getting maybe a green tea or something, no, they got beer. And guess what happened? They lost their place. So guess what happened when I went back down to inspect all of my brand new baby girl queens, guys? Guess what I found? I found 50 dead colonies. So what I did there was went ahead and gave them boys their walking papers. Yeah, because you can't afford stupidity like that. Okay. All right, hopefully we're going to give walking papers to a lot of people in November. Okay, we're going to let them go. And we might even just give Miss Daisy a raise. Yeah, I'm thinking about giving her a raise. Yeah, she's been a good girl. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Be happy. Be strong. We got to keep getting her on. Keep making more bees, guys, all summer long. See ya.